core idea was that of one scene. It just got a running idea that there should be a woman who comes from far away to meet a man who's the love of her life, and she comes to reunite with him, and she's full of love, full of expectations, but once they meet, the guy says, "I'm sorry, I don't know you, you must be mistaking me for someone else." And that's how the story starts. And I guarded that sprout of a scene within me for quite a long time, a couple of years, and then different elements started to gather around this, that the woman should come from a different continent, she should sacrifice something for the man or for this love, and that they should be around 40, so not in their first youth anymore, so they put more on a risk, and so on. And then I realized that this film should be about the role of our own imagination when we are in love or when we are falling in love. So the enormous part of projection in love. The medical setting is meant to be a counterpart to the madness, because there is a question if the woman has made the whole thing up in herself, and yeah, we see this seemingly crazy woman race after a guy, but then the story takes a turn that we realize that this crazy woman is a leading neurosurgeon in an American hospital. And also there is a contrast. Well, there is this floating world of our film, and then we see blood and bone and flesh. So that builds a nice contrast too, I guess. And it is also not arbitrary that I wanted her to be a neurosurgeon, so not a different kind of doctor, because neurosurgery has a very poetic part, I guess, that the doctor is holding a human being's feelings and thoughts between her hands, and I think that's almost beyond comprehension, and that resonates very well with the essence of our film. The idea for the title doesn't come from me. It was originally the title of a 1972 theater play, an underground theater play, and I read this title. I didn't, yeah, I was born in '82, so I didn't see the play myself, but I read it in an art book when I was a teenager, and I thought it was beautiful, and I never forgot it. And when I wrote this story, then I thought that, okay, that's like an outline for this, this film, and then we acquired the rights. Robert Mali, the DP, and I, we've been working together since our years in film school, and we always try to find reference points when we start imagining a new film's visual world. And in this case, it was the photos of an American photographer, Saul Leiter, and as we approached the shooting, it became clear that that it was intuition, uncertainties, secrets, which was the real terrain of this story, and we decided to shoot on celluloid, because celluloid 35 millimeter is an imperfect raw material compared to video, and we thought that it carries a secret, it activates the viewer's own fantasies and projections, and that could be nicely paired with the projections of our protagonist. I guess an important point of reference was the history of Adèle H by François Truffaut, and maybe the characters by the female characters by Krzysztof Kieślowski, and there was also a reference in literature, Käthchen von Heilbronn by Heinrich von Kleist. So we talked about that a lot with NATASA, the main actress. There was a big casting for this role, and I was looking for someone who is strong and fragile at the same time. And when I first met NATASA, I immediately felt that she has that duality in herself, and that she has a very rich inner world that was really crucial for this part. And she's not only a beautiful woman, but she's super intelligent too, which was really important because she has to play a brain surgeon in this movie. This film is set in the world of intuition or projections, imagination, but at the same time, it was really important for me that everything, the plot works really well on the surface too. So there's a doctor who works and who has a life on the surface that cannot be seen by the other people, and that those two worlds, the inner world and the external world of her works parallelly in the film. It's really interesting that you say that, because the very first version of the screenplay or the first treatment was set in Paris, because I lived in Paris for a short while when I was very young, and I studied at the university there, and I think, I know Paris a bit, and Paris is the city of love, and maybe the city of secrets too, and I felt that it was, it would be a nice setting for this story, but then I decided to make it a Hungarian movie, and I put quite a lot of work in that we are in Eastern Europe, and we are honest about being there, but still this dreamy world should come to life there too. I wanted to use this cliche that there's a rendezvous and someone's waiting and the other party doesn't show up. I wanted to turn this cliche upside down, maybe, and I think that a bridge, using a bridge because they meet at the bridge, is always has a symbolic meaning, which I also liked. It's really awesome to be here, and we just arrived yesterday, the leading actress and one of the producers and me, and we feel that it's really incredible that this festival made exemplary regulations to make this live film celebration happen, and everybody in the industry and the film festival goers were so hungry for this, especially since Cannes was cancelled this year, and it's truly a blessing that we can be here, and the film goes to Toronto afterwards, and we can't be there at TIFF in person, obviously, and this is a nice consolation that the start of this film's international journey can actually happen in reality.